Hey Westlake, what's up?
Hey, we're so excited to be here today and to share some exciting news and some updates about things that are coming just in the next few weeks at Westlake Church.
Best part about this video is that we get to see the culmination of what we've been asking God for and praying about over this quarantine season. Through this time, the last couple of months, I've been reminded of a passage of scripture in Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Solomon wrote Ecclesiastes, and he continues to refer to himself as the teacher. And what he says in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 is this, in verse 1, he says, "There is a season for everything. There is a time for everything under heaven." We've experienced that. Kind of to summarize all that he says in chapter 3 is that, listen, we have this expectation for unending happiness, but yet we live in a dysfunctional, chaotic, and declining world. And so anytime we have this expectation for unending happiness, it's only going to result in disappointment. And we've experienced in this season both good and bad. I think the quarantine has brought a lot of stress and anxiety in our economy and our jobs and our family, but it's also provided margin and more time with our family, I know, than we've ever had together, which again, could be a good thing or a bad thing. And so with that, also as a church family, we've experienced both good and bad. Through this time, we've not been able to gather together physically, but we've been able to gather digitally. Through this time, we found out from Humble ISD that they were no longer going to be opening their facilities to outside rentals. So where has that left us as a church family with our gatherings? What we want to share with you today is the good news that we have secured a space for Westlake Church right here in Kings Harbor. Many of you have driven by Kings Harbor. That's going to be the new home of Westlake Church, not just on Sundays, but this is going to be the new home for Westlake Church Sunday to Sunday. This is our space all week, 24/7. Now, when are we going to open up our new space to Sunday gatherings? That's going to be June 28th. Sunday, June 28th will be the first time that we regather as a church family right here at Kings Harbor. Now, here's what we need from you. We need each and every one of you to take our regathering survey. Now, I know some of you have already taken one that we sent out previously. This is going to be an updated one, and we need for you to let us know what your expectations are, what your excitement is, if you're willing to regather with us or not. It's going to help us plan accordingly as we structure out our Sunday gatherings.
Well, church family, isn't that exciting to hear that we have this awesome space? I know as we now announce that we've got a permanent location for our church family to start meeting again, I know some of you are probably asking, okay, now how does that impact our Believe campaign, or how does that impact our decision to move forward with closing on the land? And I want to share with you today, it doesn't change a thing. We are just as committed to closing on that land. Nothing is changing with that. The only thing that really has changed fundamentally is we've just put our closing date back to the fall. So I'm excited to share with you that we still plan to close on that. We still believe that God has opened an incredible door for us to have a permanent home in the Groves. And so we're just going to push that until mid-October. But as we gather and get back together, we'll have more updates about the land. But in the meantime, I want to encourage you to remain faithful to your giving, not only to the church, but also if you made a commitment to the Believe campaign. It's so important as we ramp up towards our closing in the fall that we continue to be faithful in our giving and our commitments and our pledges. So thanks so much. We're so excited. I can't wait to see you in a couple of weeks, and it'll be awesome to gather together back in this very place.
So guys, here's a plan. We're going to regather together as a church family on Sunday, June 28th. We're going to continue to pray and seek God as He calls us as a church family to faithfulness in our community. And we're going to continue to press after the goal that He's given us and laid out before us of purchasing 8 acres of land in the Groves. And so I just want to call us to that. Let's be faithful as the church. Let's be faithful in this time, and let's continue to trust God, seek Him, and let's believe Him for as many people as possible to know, worship, share, and serve Jesus Christ. I'll see you June 28th.